We signed a deal with Konami and the clock started ticking.
You really have to optimize things. You play, you see everything.
We're here at TGS. This place is insane.
We're seeing queues and queues of people waiting to play. So I think the first time that we encountered Cygni was on an Unreal showcase. And I think about the same time also, there was an article in PlayStation magazine which caught our attention. Obviously it looked really beautiful. And the fact that it was a shoot 'em up and it was doing something a bit different, you know, it was trying to bring those artistic sensibilities and storytelling to a shoot 'em up, which just seemed like a really exciting idea at the time. Meeting the team, learning about the background of the team, it was just really exciting. You know, they didn't come from a traditional video game background. Another one of the things that really excited us about the game was that this kind of shows an evolution of the shoot 'em up. What we liked about this is that there is a story. You know, it is a next gen looking game. And I think the appeal there was that this can be a shoot 'em up not just for people with, you know, super ninja reactions, but this can be a game for you know, people that enjoy modern action games, and maybe this is a way for them to get into shoot 'em ups and to start enjoying and seeing the appeal of those. It just turned out that we had a sort of shared, I think, a shared vision of where shoot 'em ups could be going.
We signed a deal with Konami and the clock started ticking. So we had to get visas to get Narek and Helen into this country. I had to find a studio, and it was not easy.
So we packed up, we came to Edinburgh. Edinburgh it was just fantastic.
Beautiful city.
Beautiful place. That brings us into choosing team members, and that was also another huge challenge.
You have to be completely sure this is the team I want to work with, and there's chemistry in this team.
And hope for the best.
And hope for the best,
Yeah.
because you never know what's gonna happen.
Never know.
I've worked with Narek and Helen before. Yeah, in fact, like we worked already in an animation film. So when Narek approached me that they're doing a game, it was enough. Okay, you're making a game, I'm in. My job like revolves around focusing on the asset sites and bringing them into the engine, and a lot of the effects. You really have to optimize things because you play, you see everything, you know. And if it breaks, it's going to show. When we were making effects and everything, we were really pushing it, you know, trying to make it as maximum quality that we can. But then we have to really think about it has to play on a wide variety of hardware. So it's that compromise where you're trying to make it work, but still look as good as possible.
What I do is I've been grabbing the assets that our 2D artist has made. I'll bring them together in the Unreal Engine and add the functionality towards them. One of the things we'll be able to do is the designer will tell me, these are the list of upgrades that we're going to have in the game. This is the description I want. He'll then give me the text. I'll take the image from it and I'll be able to update these dynamically. I've created a separate widget for each of them, and on the upgrades menu I can change to French here, and then I can see exactly how it looks to see if there's any overlaps.
This is a tentacle we had for one of the bosses. It was a scarab, I believe. It was the most complicated one for me as a rigger. So we had different challenges here. We had to be able to stretch the bones, we had to be able to scale it, and also like be able to grab into something. Also, we shouldn't have flipping in the bones. So it was quite challenging. Every single bone here is controlling by a script. It's not anything default by the software we're using. So it was complicated. It was really complicated. As you can see, if we zoom in the claws, you can see we have different level of details. And this is only one tentacle for a boss that had 8 tentacles. So you can see the scale of the game, even for smallest thing here, which was really complicated.
We wanted this boss to be that kind of boss, like pure traditional shmup boss. Because this is an alien invasion kind of game, we wanted to pay tribute to War of the Worlds, so we went with the tripod design. We used like animal bones and vertebra as a basis for all of our bosses, so you can tell here that this is a vertebra bone.
Handle essentially all the aspects that make the game playable. So that's gameplay, AI, user interface, sometimes making tools for the team to accelerate the workflow or make changing parameters and designs easier. So anything technical, anything that interfaces with the game, I pretty much have my hands there.
The studio was set up and we hired the team. We started production on Cygni and we had around 6 milestones and we didn't miss any single milestone, which was good.
The fact that KeelWorks hadn't published a video game before, hadn't made a video game, we were very conscious of that. I mean, obviously that, you have to go into these things with your eyes open. We knew that they would be able to overcome any problems that they encountered. We knew they were going to encounter problems. It's video game development, right? And there's always problems, but it's how you overcome those.
During this whole process of making the game, it was also my job to travel around and to talk to media, to do press conferences or events, to kind of present the game when we were more ready with some of the levels. So we went to London. We had this press event in London, which was really great. Following that, we went to New York and we had a press event there in New York, which was a very interesting experience as well. I had like 13 press who wanted to play the game and were very interested. And when they played it, they were all very happy and excited. So it was really good to see that, and also reminded me of the importance of being there in person. After New York, I went to Gamescom, which was also a different kind of event, and it was good to talk about the game there. I've also been to Brazil, which was a new experience. And what topped it up for me was the Tokyo Game Show.
We're here at TGS. This place is insane. I'm loving it. It's really a lot going on here. We're about to head to our interview on Konami stage. That stage is awesome. They just announced Cygni, and our interview is in around 5 minutes. So yeah, can't wait to show Cygni, some more Cygni on stage. Yeah, the entire Konami team actually have been super helpful, very organized. TGS went so smoothly. We had the stage show yesterday, which presented Cygni on stage. It was just, awesome to show everybody in that environment. That environment gives you the energy to just keep on going, keep on talking, keep on sharing the passion with everybody else. So yeah, that was it. That was very interesting experience.
We arrived to the Konami headquarters and I was welcomed by Oishi-san, who is one of the senior members of Konami Japan. It was just amazing. We went upstairs and we had a meeting with a few other senior members, which was just great to experience that. And because it's very important to have that personal connection with the people you're partnering with. So it was an amazing experience to be in Tokyo. The game was very well received. The reactions were amazing and the media coverage was just beyond what I ever expected.
Seeing queues and queues of people waiting to play, again, it's just further validation that there is interest in this type of game and in the work that KeelWorks are doing, and interest in Konami publishing an old school shoot 'em up. Konami's heritage goes all the way back to shoot 'em ups. You go back to 1981 with Scramble. The shoot 'em up has been part and parcel of Konami.
People, when they see that we have signed with Konami and they see the quality that we're doing, which I'm very proud of, they straight away think that we are a AAA company, which is quite flattering and humbling to say the least, because we're being compared to a bigger budget company with massive number of team members, but also it's not the right approach, because we are very much an indie studio, and Konami have believed in the work we're doing, that the fact that we're trying to appeal to a wider audience with this game, not only shmup players. We hope that this game will awaken the nostalgia in people who used to play these games before and maybe were looking for something new, and for those who haven't experienced it, the arcade days. So all these little bits and pieces that happened along the way gave us the reassurance that we are on the right track, gave us the reassurance that we are doing something right.
It was just great to see them overcome these challenges, and I'm just so psyched for these guys now to be, about to release their first game. It's just really exciting.